In the heart of the ancient Arabian Peninsula, where the scorching sun kisses the endless sea of sand, lies a land of mystery and legend. This is the Arabian Desert, a place that has witnessed the birth of civilizations and the rise and fall of empires. Here, in this vast and unforgiving landscape, our journey begins. It's difficult to pinpoint the exact first-ever Arab tribe, as the history of Arab tribes is ancient and complex. Arabs are a Semitic ethnic group indigenous to the Arabian Peninsula, and their history dates back thousands of years. Arab tribes have been an integral part of the region's history, culture, and social structure for millennia. One of the earliest known Arab tribes mentioned in historical records is the Qahtanites and Adnanites. According to Arab tradition and genealogical accounts, these two groups are considered the ancestors of the Arab people. However, it's important to note that these genealogies often mix history with mythology, and tracing specific tribes back to a single origin can be challenging. The Arabian Peninsula was inhabited by various tribal groups long before the advent of written records, and these tribes evolved and interacted over time. The concept of distinct Arab tribes with well-defined lineages and identities developed gradually over centuries. Initially, the early inhabitants of the Arabian Peninsula lived in relatively small, loosely organized communities, often centered around kinship and survival in the harsh desert environment. Over time, as these communities grew and began to interact more frequently through trade, warfare, and alliances, they started to form more structured and identifiable tribal units. These tribes established unique cultural practices, dialects, and traditions that set them apart from one another. Genealogical records and oral histories played a crucial role in this process, as tribes sought to preserve and legitimize their heritage and social status. Leaders and elders meticulously traced their ancestry, linking their origins to revered figures and legendary ancestors, which helped solidify their distinct identities. Intertribal marriages, migrations, and the influence of major historical events, such as the spread of Islam, further shaped and diversified these lineages. By the time of the early Islamic period, many Arab tribes had well-established reputations and roles within the broader Arabian society. Some, like the Quraysh, gained prominence due to their strategic locations and involvement in trade, while others, such as the Banu Hashim, were recognized for their religious and spiritual significance. This gradual development of distinct tribal identities contributed to the rich and complex social fabric of the Arab world, which continues to influence the region's cultural and historical landscape to this day.
Many of the well-known Arab tribes, such as the Quraysh, Banu Hashim, and others, emerged later in history and played significant roles in the development of Arab culture and the rise of Islam in the 7th century CE. These tribes, initially distinct in their cultural practices and social structures, began to gain prominence in the Arabian Peninsula through a combination of strategic positioning, trade, and political influence. The Quraysh tribe, for instance, rose to prominence due to their control over the city of Mecca, a major trading hub and religious center. The Quraysh managed the Kaaba, a sacred sanctuary that attracted pilgrims from various regions, thereby establishing themselves as key players in both commerce and religion. Their strategic location and influence over the pilgrimage routes allowed them to build wealth and forge alliances with other tribes, further enhancing their power and status. Within the Quraysh, the Banu Hashim clan stood out for their noble lineage and their connection to the Prophet Muhammad, who was born into this clan. The Banu Hashim's reputation for generosity, leadership, and spiritual guidance contributed significantly to their standing in society. As Islam began to spread, the Banu Hashim played a pivotal role in its early development and dissemination. The Prophet Muhammad's teachings and the subsequent unification of the Arabian tribes under the banner of Islam marked a transformative period in Arab history. Other tribes, such as the Banu Umayyah and Banu Abbas, also emerged as influential players during and after the rise of Islam. These tribes produced leaders and caliphs who would go on to shape the early Islamic state and its expansion beyond the Arabian Peninsula. The political, military, and cultural contributions of these tribes were instrumental in the formation of the Islamic caliphates, which brought together diverse regions and peoples under a unified administration. The intertribal dynamics, alliances, and rivalries during this period significantly influenced the course of Arab and Islamic history. The social and political structures established by these tribes laid the groundwork for the rich cultural and intellectual heritage of the Islamic Golden Age. Their contributions to fields such as science, literature, and architecture had a lasting impact on the broader Islamic world and continue to be celebrated today. In summary, the emergence and prominence of tribes like the Quraysh, Banu Hashim, and others were crucial in shaping the development of Arab culture and the rise of Islam. Their influence extended beyond religious matters to encompass political, economic, and cultural spheres, leaving an indelible mark on the history of the region and the world. In summary, while the Qahtanites and Adnanites are often mentioned in Arab genealogical traditions as early Arab tribes, the history of Arab tribes is complex, and it is challenging to identify a single, first-ever tribe. The Qahtanites are traditionally regarded as the descendants of Qahtan, believed to be one of the oldest Arab ancestral figures. They are often associated with the southern regions of the Arabian Peninsula, including present-day Yemen. The Qahtanites are credited with establishing early Arab civilizations and are linked to various significant tribes such as the Himyarites and Sabaeans, who contributed to the rich cultural and political history of pre-Islamic Arabia. On the other hand, the Adnanites trace their lineage to Adnan, who is considered a descendant of Ishmael, the son of Abraham. This lineage connects the Adnanites to the northern and central parts of the Arabian Peninsula. The Adnanites are associated with several prominent tribes, including the Quraysh, which played a crucial role in the rise of Islam. The Quraysh tribe, based in Mecca, gained historical importance due to their guardianship of the Kaaba and their involvement in regional trade networks. The genealogical traditions surrounding the Qahtanites and Adnanites illustrate the deep-rooted and intertwined histories of Arab tribes. However, these genealogies often blend historical facts with legends and oral traditions, making it difficult to draw clear distinctions between myth and reality. The ancient tribal landscape of the Arabian Peninsula was marked by continuous migrations, intermarriages, and alliances, which further complicates efforts to identify a single origin for the Arab people. Moreover, archaeological and historical evidence suggests that various other tribal groups existed alongside the Qahtanites and Adnanites, each contributing to the mosaic of early Arab society. These tribes adapted to diverse environments, from the fertile regions of southern Arabia to the arid deserts of the north, developing unique cultural practices and social structures. Over centuries, these interactions led to the gradual formation of distinct tribal identities, each with its own lineage and heritage. The evolution of Arab tribes was also influenced by significant historical events, such as the spread of Islam in the 7th century CE, which unified many tribes under a common religious and political framework. This unification further blurred the lines of tribal distinctions as Arab identity began to encompass a broader spectrum of cultural and social elements. In conclusion, the histories of the Qahtanites and Adnanites, while significant, represent just a part of the complex tapestry of Arab tribal history. The dynamic and multifaceted nature of tribal interactions, migrations, and cultural exchanges over millennia makes it challenging to pinpoint a single, first-ever Arab tribe. Instead, the rich and diverse heritage of Arab tribes reflects a continuous process of evolution and adaptation, contributing to the enduring legacy of Arab culture and identity. Arab identity and tribal structures evolved over a long period of time, with numerous tribes and groups contributing to the rich tapestry of Arab history and culture. This evolution was driven by a variety of factors, including environmental conditions, economic activities, social interactions, and significant historical events. The Arabian Peninsula's harsh and diverse landscapes, from vast deserts to fertile oases, shaped the lifestyles and survival strategies of its inhabitants, leading to the development of distinct tribal communities. Initially, early Arab tribes were organized around kinship ties and nomadic or semi-nomadic lifestyles, relying on pastoralism and small-scale agriculture. As these tribes encountered each other, they engaged in trade, conflict, and alliances, which facilitated cultural exchanges and the merging of traditions. The development of trade routes, such as the incense route and the Silk Road, played a crucial role in this process, connecting Arab tribes with neighboring civilizations in the Levant, Mesopotamia, and beyond. These interactions not only enhanced economic prosperity but also introduced new ideas, technologies, and cultural practices. Over centuries, some tribes began to settle in more permanent locations, giving rise to urban centers and early city-states. For instance, the Nabateans, originally a nomadic tribe, established the city of Petra, which became a thriving trade hub and cultural center. Similarly, the Himyarites and Sabaeans in southern Arabia built sophisticated societies with advanced agricultural systems and impressive architectural achievements, such as the Marib Dam. The advent of Islam in the 7th century CE marked a pivotal turning point in Arab history. The unification of Arab tribes under the banner of Islam not only consolidated their social and political structures but also expanded Arab identity beyond the Arabian Peninsula. The early Muslim community, led by the Prophet Muhammad, brought together tribes that had previously been engaged in long-standing rivalries and conflicts. The shared religious faith and the establishment of the caliphate created a sense of unity and common purpose. As the Islamic caliphates expanded, Arab tribes played significant roles in the administration, military, and cultural life of the burgeoning empire. The Umayyad and Abbasid caliphates, for instance, saw the rise of Arab influence in regions as diverse as Spain, North Africa, Persia, and Central Asia. This expansion facilitated the spread of the Arabic language, Islamic culture, and scientific knowledge, leading to a flourishing of intellectual and artistic achievements during the Islamic Golden Age. Within this broader context, individual tribes retained their unique identities and contributed to the diversity of Arab culture. Tribes such as the Quraysh, Banu Hashim, and others maintained their distinct heritage and traditions while also integrating into the larger Islamic society. This blend of tribal and Islamic identities enriched the cultural fabric of the Arab world, resulting in a dynamic and multifaceted civilization. In the modern era, the legacy of Arab tribes continues to influence contemporary Arab societies. Tribal affiliations remain an important aspect of social identity in many parts of the Arab world, reflecting a deep-rooted sense of heritage and belonging. At the same time, the shared history of tribal evolution and the impact of Islam provide a common cultural foundation that unites diverse Arab communities across different countries and regions. In conclusion, the evolution of Arab identity and tribal structures is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of Arab tribes over millennia. Through a complex interplay of environmental, social, and historical factors, numerous tribes and groups have contributed to the rich tapestry of Arab history and culture, creating a legacy that continues to shape the Arab world today.
The history and culture of the Arab world are vast and intricate, offering endless avenues for exploration and learning. We encourage you to delve deeper into this fascinating region by discover the wealth of literature written by Arab authors, both historical and contemporary. Works by writers like Naguib Mahfouz, Ala al-Aswani, and Hanan al-Sheikh offer profound insights into Arab societies and their histories. Historical texts and modern analyses can also provide a richer understanding of the region's complex past and present. Experience Arab culture and history firsthand by visiting museums dedicated to the region. Institutions like the Museum of Islamic Art in Doha, the National Museum of Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, Faisal Masjid in Islamabad, Pakistan, and the Louvre Abu Dhabi showcase the artistic and historical treasures of the Arab world. These museums provide an immersive experience, bringing to life the stories and achievements of Arab civilizations. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that brings history and culture to life. Let's continue to learn, share, and grow together.